Welcome, everybody, to the Heal Your Hunger Show. So happy to have you here. It is a great day to be alive. And I'm bringing this to you on the heels of the Los Angeles fires. And so I'm going to share about the experience of grief and the experience of feelings, because after all, we're emotional eaters and we have emotions. So yeah, I'm going to be sharing my own personal experience. That's what I do here. If you're here for the first time, this is a real and raw show. We don't dress it up and make it glossy. We share about the real issues that impact emotional eaters and how to get through them, because if we don't address the underlying causes, namely the emotions that drive us to eat, we will continue to eat. So welcome to the show, truly. I'm glad you're here for this conversation. I hope this lands in your heart, and I hope you know that there's a place, namely Heal Your Hunger, where you can talk about real things and connect with people who are on that same path. I want to just also mention that we put a lot of really helpful little videos and notifications in the Secret Sauce group. So please be sure to be a part of that. You go to Facebook and type in the Secret Sauce to End Emotional Eating. We would love to have you there to connect with. It'd be great. Also, if you listened to the beginning of the show, you heard our new Heal Your Hunger theme song, the refrain of the song. You can actually hear the whole song on our website, healyourhunger.com. You can literally download the song. It's a video and audio song. You can download it and play it anytime you want. It's really positive. It says really happy affirmations about having energy and aliveness and healing, and have your hunger healed and feeling satisfied. So lots of positive affirmations that, as emotional eaters who have struggled with food and weight, we want to affirm over and over and over again. So please download that. That's a gift from us to you, so you can keep positive messages in your head to crowd out all the negative messages that are in your head. Lastly, I want to invite you to the Quit Sugar Challenge. This is a 5-day experience of meeting with others who struggle with sugar. I'm going to be leading a class daily that will help you clear sugar from your diet. Now, I was a sugar addict. I was out of control with sugar. Once I started eating a little bit, I ate a lot. And if that's your experience, I will tell you the easiest way to lose weight, if that's of interest to you, is to clear sugar from your diet. Now, that might completely terrify you. And so I'll tell you that the Quit Sugar Challenge actually helps you with the mindset of quitting sugar as well as the how-tos of quitting sugar. I'm going to cover both because the mindset is just as important, right? When we consider sugar to be our best friend, we got to deal with that. So we can be sugar-free and love it. And I mean love it. I love my food. I eat sweet foods, but they're without sugar. I use sugar substitutes. Not a lot, but I have a sweet tooth. So I will show you all my sweet swaps for how to be sugar-free and still love your food. So you can check that out on the website, healyourhunger.com as well. Okay, on with the show. Okay, I want to say it's been a crazy time, obviously, for those who live in Los Angeles. Unbelievably crazy. And I did not lose my home, thank God, but thousands of people did. In such a short period of time. The fires moved so rapidly on account of 100-mile-an-hour winds. It was just devastating, as you know, if you have turned on the news. I'm here talking about this because you can't live in LA and not be affected by this. It has been devastating. And even if you weren't personally impacted, meaning your own house wasn't affected by the fires, you can't not be affected. I have many friends who lost homes, many friends, and I keep thinking of more, like people who weren't necessarily friends that I would call up, but people I know. And it's incredible. I can't even begin to describe the horror of it. And I am talking about it because grief is so real. Grief is so real, and I've had my share of grief in this past year, and I expect it to keep coming. I lost my ex a year ago. That still makes me sad. I still have grief around that. I have aging people in my life who are experiencing illness or decline. It's just really sad. So I want to talk about grief. I want to talk about feelings and feeling our feelings instead of stuffing them with food. I'm just going to say that when you experience things, don't discount the impact of what you experience. As emotional eaters, we're empathic, meaning we take on other people's feelings. I'm feeling people's feelings. I am feeling the sadness of those whom I know who have lost their homes. I can't even begin to imagine, but I do imagine it. I do think, oh my God, what would that be like for them? And so here I am feeling their feelings, and then I feel heavy. Now I can't really stop my mind from going there. I do watch minimal news because now they're just replaying fire scenes, which is gone. And so the news is just milking it for a story, but it was horrifying. And so I'm feeling those feelings and I can't shield myself from what's happening. So I have to deal with the feelings. And so how do I do that? Well, my clients know, to write about things that are troubling. Writing is amazing because you get it out onto paper. Talking is helpful. I had a friend post on Facebook yesterday. She said, I didn't lose my home, but I'm not okay either. I'm impacted and I'm not okay. And I thought, wow. And I actually commented. I said, wow, me too. I'm not okay. Like this is hard. And so as emotional eaters, we tend to say, oh, well, I didn't lose a home. I don't have a right to grieve, or I should get over this, or I shouldn't be feeling this way. And the worst thing you can do when you're feeling heavy feelings is to tell yourself you shouldn't feel them. We call that shoulding on yourself. So don't should on yourself and say, oh, I shouldn't be feeling this. We feel how we feel. Let yourself feel. My experience is we eat because we don't want to feel. We eat because we don't want to feel. We have to feel if we don't want to eat. It's one or the other. You can't avoid feelings. You can run from them by being super busy. And as emotional eaters, we do that, right? We get very busy. We run from our feelings in our busyness. Don't switch deck chairs on the Titanic by jumping from food to another way to check out. Through busyness, through drinking, through online shopping, through reading, watching TV, binge watching TV shows. A little bit of escape is not a bad thing, but we tend to go overboard with it, and we do it with the subconscious motive of avoiding our feelings. And I'm just here to say, feel it, go through it, honor it by saying, oh my gosh, I just feel so sad. That's what I'm doing. That's how I'm getting through it. I'm writing about it. I'm talking about it. And I'm praying about it. I'm asking God for help. Life is serving up a lot of pain these days. It just seems like tough times emotionally, and if you're in that season personally, honor the pain by making space for it, talking about it. I don't mean you have to dwell on it. You still got to live your life, right? But when you honor it, you don't have to jump into it and let it suck you to hell. You just give it a place, you give it a name, and you coexist with it. You coexist with the painful, sad feelings of grief. And that's what I'm doing today. I feel sad. I'm taking a trip tomorrow. I will get on the airplane. I will take that trip. I will temporarily be removed from Los Angeles and the pain that's here, and it will be there when I come back. So we can distract ourselves, but we still have to feel the pain. And as emotional eaters, we tend to think we can't. We tend to think any painful emotions are too much. If you begin to have a way of dealing with your feelings, meaning write about it, talk about it, pray about it, connect with others, see a therapist if that's something that you feel guided to do, but have a place to put your feelings. Certainly prayer helps, and so does community. one of the most important things we can do is reach out to other people, let them know how we're feeling. A problem shared is a problem cut in half. So community is vital. The women in the Heal Your Hunger community, they're sharing, they're on a regular basis, they're on Zoom calls, sharing their feelings. And those feelings are being cut in half. They're being cut in quarters, eighths, 16ths, and so on, because community helps ease our burden. Together we can do hard things, including feeling uncomfortable feelings. So I'm not going to beat a dead horse here. I'm just going to share that the fires have been hard. They've been hard for the entire Los Angeles community because so many people are impacted. It's also just, it has opened up the possibility of, I had no idea a whole town could be devastated like that. I wasn't awake to that. I just didn't even think about it. Pacific Palisades it's just up the hill from us. It's just up the hill. It's a sweet, beautiful town. I think I've been to Altadena once, so that is a sweet town as well. But I just didn't know, with all the buildings and concrete and not being in the hills, I didn't know it could be taken out. It seemed like fires were just for up in the hills. That's usually where the fires are. So a whole town that seems somewhat safe, and that's the true for my town where I live. My town is right at the foothills of the Santa Monica Mountains, and I thought that's where the fires are, not that it could be possible that the fires could rip through my town as well. And sure enough, you get the right conditions or the wrong conditions of winds and fire, and anything is possible. So that is a whole nother thing to metabolize. Wow, I'm not as safe as I thought I was. Not that I'm going to live in fear. I don't have to live in fear by the grace of God, but I have to have my eyes open and realize that, things happen and can happen. I'm not immune. So anyway, just working all that through. I'm here to say that, we have to honor our feelings. Otherwise, we will eat over them. And I certainly don't want to stuff this stuff. I want to feel it, deal with it, and heal from it. And that's what I want for you. So reach out if you want support. If you are needing support with your food, come to the Quit Sugar Challenge. If you want to really be a part of a program that can help you turn everything around in terms of your relationship with food, lose the weight that you've been struggling with for years, certainly reach out. Go to the Heal Your Hunger website, book a breakthrough call, and let's talk about how we can support you in 2025 to have an amazing year. Okay, thanks so much. Thanks for listening. Thanks for honoring me and my feelings. Sending you so much love.
If you enjoyed this podcast and want to get free support, insider health info, exclusive invites to events, and more, visit healyourhunger.com.